let's talk about what are the kind of data ecosystems that we in our country have, right? I mean, there are several. I mean, I'm sure every city is also reporting on a lot of different data points or tracking on measurement initiatives, right? So we have the service level benchmarks. So the service level benchmarks were long back launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, where it had a set of 28 key performance indicators. Out of them, 9 were on sanitation, some were there on water supply as well, and the other sectors as well. And all of the ULBs, the cities had to report on all of these 28 KPIs. And I'm sure most of you are familiar with the service level benchmarks. Also, because I mean, one interesting fact about the service level benchmarks is that there's also performance linked finance grants, right? The grants coming from the center to the state to the ULBs under the 14th Finance Commission or even the 15th Finance Commission. So there is a 20% which is tied, which is these untied funds which are related to your or linked to your performances of the ULBs performing on this set of SLBs. Then we have the SAN benchmarks, which is like a step ahead of the SLBs, where the SAN benchmarks were introduced once in 2017, once the NFSM policy was launched. And this was, so service level benchmarks looked at specifically on seaward sanitation component of it, whereas SAN benchmarks took it a step forward, and it also looking at it much more inclusively. It also looked into disaggregated data on seaward systems as well as non-seaward systems. And then obviously cities have the SBM MIS, the month monitoring system in place, which is then there is a portal, and then you again report on the number of toilets constructed, what is the situation of those toilets, and then the funds are dispersed at what stage of the toilet construction is there. And then we have the Swachh Sarvekshan. Yes, so every city or most of the cities, the report on the Swachh Sarvekshan, we have a set of indicators, and which is also linked to the Swachh Bharat mission, right? And it all annually ranks. So I definitely don't have to go into it, but then just as a summary of all of the data initiatives or the monitoring initiatives that we have in our country right now. Then now looking at, apart from all of these set of government-led initiatives, so there is also there are some of the states which also goes out and collects additional data, like states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Odisha. They are collecting data on performance assessment system. Now the whole idea behind all of these set of frameworks is that, so they are very useful to track inputs, like what is the kind of input that I'm providing, how many toilets I'm constructing, or and the processes in place, like the policies, the regulation and setups. And it also looks at some of the key outcomes, like looking at how much of your fecal sludge is safely managed or not. Now, but even though it addresses all of these aspects, so there are still critical gaps which remain. Like some of the critical gaps, like Swachh Bharat Mission and Swachh Sarvekshan they are very much focused on the access to sanitation, like looking at toilets, looking at public toilets, community toilets, and their operational hours. So it looks at very much inputs and the processes in setting up those establishments. But then also across the value chain, if you look at desludging, transport, treatment, reuse, we also feel that there is sufficiently, it's not there is sufficient areas where it can be comprehensively improved to cover the entire value chain components. And I think it's also in discussion with the SBM 2.0, there might be chances of having those much more wider focus on these other components of the value chain as well. Then again, looking at the SLBs and SAN benchmarks, they cover the outcomes, as I was telling, right? Like whether your fecal sludge is safely managed or not. But then also looking at at a much more holistic picture of whether my environmental impact, I think looking at how much of your, eventually we are doing a safe management of fecal sludge because of the either it is creating pollution, public health hazards, or looking at the pollution towards the environment or towards the water resources. But then that's why it's very important to also look at how you are managing safely safely managing sanitation services. It's also how the impact it is creating on the environmental or the health outcomes, as well as with respect to your financial sustainability. I mean, like looking at the finances or the budget of a municipality, like you should also be cognizant that yes, I am addressing my environmental outcomes, or I'm trying to achieve that environmental outcomes or the health outcomes, but then also looking at how financially sustainable is that delivering that services is for my municipality. And also, like there are very few indicators across all of these monitoring frameworks that we just talked about, which focus on the enabling environment. Like you can do all of your infrastructural interventions, but then if you do not have your policy or your regulations or the bylaws in place, your interventions will eventually will not be sustainable. So it's also very important to have measurement indicators on looking at the enabling environment. So that is where I think this is where I think the CV set of indicators, we will also talk about that in a while, but then it's very important for us to look at it much more comprehensively, to look at the sanitation outcomes.